So here's what was in front of me. It was a busy summer afternoon at Sea Level Restaurant in Newburyport. I took my e-bike down and set up and started to do some sketching. There were people, umbrellas, trees, gas lights, fallen branches, chairs, tables. The world offering everything at once. A camera records everything faithfully, indiscriminately. But that's not a painting, that's a document, if you will. Before I picked up a brush, I had to make two decisions. What matters and what doesn't. The sketch is where the painting actually gets made, in my opinion, after more than a number of years. Not at the watercolor table, but here with the pencil sketch. It takes about 15 minutes. I'm not drawing, I'm thinking, really asking, where's the light coming from? Where are my lights? Where are my darks? Where does my eye go first? Those questions need to be answered, and then I start the sketch. Looking at all the figures under the umbrellas, I'm really not painting people, I'm painting dark masses against a light background, if you will. The eye fills in the rest. It always does. There's the gas lamp on the street lamp on the left and in the back. I use those as visual anchors, if you will. The umbrellas become romantic, geometric shapes. The white building on the right, I just faded away. And we have some tree branches coming down, which I, yes, exaggerated. Again, you'll notice that I'm sort of surrounding my lights with darks. I have a saying that value really is the architecture of the painting. It's all about values. Don't overdo the color. Color's just furniture, if you will, and it's best to reduce it. You can punch it later if you want, but work on the values at first. So in terms of the palette, I limited it. Before I mixed a single wash, I sort of chose the four colors I was going to use. Warm umber, a cool blue, turquoise for the umbrellas, the one accent that sings against all the warm earth, and a neutral for the darks. That's it. Everything you need in the painting comes from these four colors, if you will. Limited palette generally doesn't restrict a painting, it unifies it. When you're working with fewer colors, you spend less time mixing and more time seeing. So for the painting itself, the sketch really was the heavy lifting. It does the job for you. And you want to avoid looking at photographs at this point. Look to the sketch. I'm not figuring anything out at this point. I'm just following a map that I already made. Figures in the foreground, they're dark silhouettes. It's the anchor. Darkest dark against the lightest light. Everything else in the scene is supporting that contrast of color, light and dark. I'm painting the feeling of a summer afternoon. The warmth, the activity, the light through the trees. The scene gave me the ingredients, if you will. Sketch gave me the recipe, another quote. Painting just had to show up. So I'm going to show you the finished piece here. I think I avoided the camera, if you will. The painting, I hope, tells a truer story. Everything's simplified, and I hope it works. Thank you so much for watching.